Hello, hello, people of the internet. Let us continue our run in Battle Brothers. Hey, little turd. How's it going? You're still alive. I'm sure not to run over my dog's tail. Yeah, this is great. We just received the Black Book at the end of the previous stream from defeating the library. There is one quirk about Peasant Militia that I don't think I mentioned at the start, nor did I mention it last night. Can't complain, which sucks because you like complaining. I mean, complaining can be cathartic. I like complaining too. But it's good when you can't. But anyway, here with the Black Book, on Peasant Militia, we can skip that whole bullshit middle step about finding a brother that's mad. We just get right to the good stuff. So, yeah, we can get our reward as soon as we see the guy that wants to trade us for the book. Previously, when I've traded the book, I've always taken the Gilder's Embrace. It's an excellent shield. I take it for good reason. This time, I might take, in fact, I think I kind of plan on taking the jugs for 2 perk points to distribute to the team. Spent a little bit of time thinking about it. Jamal will receive 1 of them, so that with his 3 perks here, he can take Cleaver Mastery, Berserk and Killing Frenzy. And then the other will probably go to one of my tanks. TBD exactly which one and exactly what it'll be. That's the plan. So now that we're here in the desert, in the south, I plan on, let's buy a smoke pot before I forget. Handy thing to have on the banner. Or a thrower, or anyone, but I kind of like it on the banner. Feels thematic that the banner would save someone. I think we're gonna sweep through the south and check the alchemists for consumables. So we'll do that at Kabira and Azam Shab. Maybe do a tiny bit of fighting in the arena. If we do just 2 fights with Little Turd II, we can get a +5 resolve bonus that will be a broadcast to the rest of the team, an aura because of the banner, and I think that would be pretty good. We would like to, ideally, get as many second wind potions as we can for when we eventually do fight the Black Monolith. And yeah, I think that's basically where the team's at. Obviously, we've got a lot of healing up still to do from that fight in the library. It's pretty brutal to the team's health pool and caused a lot of injuries that we treated, and some of the armor is getting fixed up, and in fact this one's fixed up, so we can swap that somewhere. If we see footprints for beasts, I will be checking them for the opportunity to fight some hyenas. Because I'd love some hyena pelt attachments for the nimble armors. And that's that. Serpents. Not interested in fighting serpents. Some nomads. We'll fight those if it's nice opportunistically. Hunt down what terrorizes Kabira. That could be an opportunity to get a fight against some hyenas. So I'll go ahead and take the consumables that I want now. We'll go ahead and put the Potion of Knowledge on someone, probably. I guess I can accept the contract and first assess whether it's a big enough fight to justify it. Serpents. Honestly, I guess I don't care that much about my rep with Kabira. I could just... Right, we know it's serpents. Well, let's do what we need to in the town first, and then I'll cancel the contract. So I'll buy just a little bit of tools and ammo. I'll buy this net. I think I could still use a few more of those. And yeah, we'll just cancel this contract because I don't care about fighting serpents. So I might head through just this little patch of unexplored terrain to see if there's a nomad camp here on the way to Azim Shab. Ifrits. Reached out ruins. Don't really want to fight Ifrits either. Not really. Some ancient dead here. We'll do as we do against ancient dead and back up too. I think I've even got throwing axes on some of the throwers. The ones with bags and belts. I do. I do have a few bros that are still a little bit scuffed. So I'll have to be a tiny bit careful with a few of them still. Okay. Got a lot of bros ready to pounce. Excellent. Best thing that guy can do is just get a dog down. Whoops. Sorry, so this guy can't do anything. My bad. And I think we should probably be able to kill him before they can even get a chance to go. I reckon. Maybe one of them will get a turn. We'll see. Should have put the dog down first, though, I suppose. I was gonna miss it either way. Alright, I guess they're gonna get attacks. Shoot. Still, nice little fight. Some gemstones, ancient gold coins. They'll sell for a pretty penny. Not that I really need gold particularly, but I love money. Hey, Bajante! It was good! We were successful. Nobody died. Well, so many dogs died. But none of the bros died. We again, not too dissimilar from the last run, left feeling a little disappointed in our throwers. But, you know, that's how it is sometimes. Okay, so we'll sell stuff now that they've got ambush trade routes here, for sure. And then we'll probably do the arena. 3 mercenaries, sure. All right, who do I want to fight against mercenaries? I actually don't know mercenaries in the arena, if it is upper mercs or lower mercs. I'm not actually sure. Let's see, who's got fighting experience in the arena that we might want to? Ooh, Ruthard, Pit Fighter, 4 wins. Jiffrey, 2 wins. Havard, 3. Jiffrey, 2. Looks like the one's right in the center. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna send Little Turd. You were expecting the opposite? Oh, well, the team did well. I don't know. 16 bros is pretty strong. Like, with numbers, you can overcome anything. All right, I think I'm just gonna do these 3 right here in the center. So I will not bother with my Potion of Oblivion this fight. And I suppose I'm happy with their setups as is. So let's fight. Excellent. Surprise. Thought possibly that would have been lethal with the banner. Yes. I'm too surprised it wasn't. Sprained ankle. Not the injury I was hoping for. Okay, definitely took some damage there on both arms. So that's all right. We'll just swap them out temporarily. Armor and equipment and all. Erhard, you're in. But where that's at? Looks like Jamo had a level. So we'll definitely take Cleaver Mastery, because like right now, 15 and 20 fatigue is unacceptable for fatigue costs. But 12 and 15, much better. So now that I have him assigned in this role of Cleaver Bro, I kind of would like more fatigue on him. A 3 roll is fine. I think we'll go ahead and take it, and I think we'll take the resolve too, instead of the 1 melee defense. I think I prefer that just slightly. If it were a 2 in melee defense, I think I'd have taken that over the resolve here. Malik, who will be our lone wolf tank, definitely gonna take hit points and resolve here. Hit points, resolve, melee defense. Looks good to me. And we can grab Lone Wolf now. Seems good. I think he's good enough we can make him do that as needed. Okay, so I want to stay for one more fight in the arena, purely to get the Forge banner, to get our banner up. So I might do this Drive Off Nomads quest. Quest. I keep saying that. These are contracts, not quests. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then when we come back the next day, we'll get day 94's arena fight. Look at these little nomads. Cute little guys. Ready to do some fighting. Charging forward, so brave. Because I'm gonna back it up. Gain my fast adaptation stacks. And then give him hell. Not really quite necessary here, but you know. Okay. Fast adaptation stacks have been gained. Now it's time to show them what we got. Gonna wait on the throwers. Excuse me, you're not supposed to miss. These tricky nomads do have dodge. But it's pretty hard to dodge a flail going right in your face. they're basically just about all dead. We'll get the throwers moved up. And finishing some of them off. Let's use the sling. Hitting your ally, removing the fast adaptation stacks. You hate to see it. Good dog. We'll let the pups finish this guy off. Alright, that should be enough. I have a feeling they'll be able to do it. They did it. Okay, back to Awesome Shop, where it is now day 94, and thus another arena fight is waiting for us. We can buy these potions at the alchemist as well. 3 nachos. I kind of hate fighting nachos in the arena, if we're being honest, because I know that these will be powered up nachos. I feel so much more comfortable fighting them with dedicated spears. Like, dramatically more comfortable. Where I like almost don't want to do it. They're pretty terrible against forge armors, to be fair. So, if I went in with the fatigue neutrals, it should be fine. And the banner. Alright, Halston will probably be one of them. We still need to buy a hammer for this guy. This guy, let's see. Very nice level up here. Don't have to grab a mastery here. Might still want to. Yeah, so if I went into battle with these 3, Jeffrey, Halston, and Little Turd, I think we're not gonna do it. Oh yeah, never mind. Career threads up to 5 fights. Okay, good. And Havard, I think I will not take to the fight because, again, nachos. Ugh. But again, I should remind myself, nachos are terrible against forge armors. So. So I know that one of the perks I'm going to take on this guy is going to be a weapon mastery. guess it could make sense for him to be the mace guy. And if so, it might be handy to, after swapping these weapons, take Mace Mastery. Then I'll have the option, if the situation calls for it, of getting a reliable strike down. .23 fatigue, that's probably just not gonna happen, huh? Well. Alright, Jiffrey, Little Turd, and Halston. Wait a minute, I didn't put the collars on yet. Right, okay, yeah. I still need to accept. For some reason I thought I was a step further and I'd already accepted. Are there any other consumables? Would I rather have the smoke pot? Or... yeah. Probably. Yeah, so only one T3, so as long as I can focus that one down, should be good. Whoops. Didn't want to hit him. Yeah, they should close the gap. There we go. Alright, this Nacho will probably just eat that guy, which sort of sucks. So I'm going to focus all my damage on the T3 Nacho. He does the most damage. He's got a bro inside him. There we go. Okay. I guess nothing to worry about. But it was 2 T2s and a T3. And I was thinking that it was possible that it could have been... well, it was 1 T3 and 2 T2s, and I was thinking it could be 2 T3s and 1 T2. Which is actually a very different fight. But from that fight, we have an arena fighter. So now we will have a stronger resolve aura for the squad. So, I'll buy a couple consumables at the Alchemist that I feel strongly that I'm going to get some use out of. And then we'll go ahead and sell some of this stuff. So I've got 3 Night Elixirs if I wanted to do Goblin City, which, you know, I don't know, maybe. The Goblin Elixir, or the Night Owl Elixirs would be handy. Only 3 of them is a little less than I'd like, but it's fine. So yeah, I think I might just make another pass through the wilderness. Where the hell is... I know oh yeah, there it is. Say, I know I found Black Monolith. Yeah, right up there. I can make one more pass through the wilds. One more kind of circle around the map. The team is honestly in quite excellent shape. All we really need to do is just bring everyone up to level 11, and then we are, again, as with other previous runs, way over-prepared for Monolith. But it never hurts to be over-prepared. We'll go ahead and grab Killing Frenzy on one of our hybrids here. This might be an opportunity to take a hit point roll, since melee attack and melee defense rolled a 1. And we'll go ahead and grab Duelist on this guy. Nope, I don't know if you spotted it, but... Little pup. Yeah. Just sat on the chair. Her name is Susie, and she is a delight. If I'm going to go out through the wilderness, despite the fact that I have 419 food, I probably need to buy some more. As crazy as that sounds, but the team can eat. We got 8 days of food, which sounds like a lot, but food consumption does go up when you are in different terrains. And I'm going to be traveling through the desert, and then I'll probably peek on the mountains, maybe go through some swamp. Anyway, moral of the story is, we're actually going to need more food than this. 11 days is a bit better, because I don't plan on returning to civilization until I'm all the way in the north part of the map. Is there anyone? Ralph is probably the one I want to level up the most. I guess I don't have to use the potion of knowledge on him right now. I can wait to see what the upcoming fight is. Yeah, may as well. Alright. I will do that. A little fight against some Orc Young. We'll go ahead and take it. Got him. When I do sweep back to civilization, I can see if there's an opportunity to fight some noble armies, hurry along the crisis, and also maybe find some Zweihander helmets? Maybe? A boy can dream. I hear one of the dogs being weird. Doing sniffs and snorts. Okay. Free little fight. Taking some more level ups here. Geralf, the drunken rat catcher. You'll love to see it. Has hit level 11. Missing a finger. Has been missing a finger for a long time. And Janold, a more dedicated thrower, has also leveled up to 11. And we'll grab Killing Frenzy here. Cool. break this camp of undead, and then we'll take out the undead that are spawned nearby. Some fallen heroes here. Gaining our fast adaptation stacks so that we can really hit these zombies with negative melee defense. The Geists. The Geists are in a kind of annoying spot. And this Necromancer's cowl, the hat that he's wearing, is unironically something that I kind of want right now. Because I want to give it to Peasant, so we can improve his defenses over just having the sun. Living the jank life. Mango, stop. Don't do that, bud. Our dog has started, I think he's got like allergies. And he started chewing on his paws, which we don't want him to do. Good rally. Wow, 2 for 1. get the tank. Nice. I was gonna say, let's get the tank over and on top of that necromancer. We'll make things just a bit smoother. The geists are all gone. Oh, that fallen hero moved forward. Blast him. Mango Bud, what are you doing? Oh, okay, you can do that, okay. He just needs some belly rubs right now, apparently. What's up, bud? Do you want to sit up here? He does. This is Mango. He's half Shih Tzu, and the other half is Chaos. Yeah, go boy. Usually at this time of night, he'd be relaxing upstairs with my wife, but she is gone for the weekend, and so he's not sure what to do with himself. He feels lost. Can he purr? I mean, he makes weird sounds. He, his sounds are... And that's his way of saying he needs belly rubs. No purring. He's not that type of dog. Oops. God dang it. I've done that a couple times now. Where I meant to move and didn't. Hit one of my bros. Oh, you get triggered by a... Really? Is that... Like, actually? Because purring is so nice, right? Choppy Cat doesn't like cats? What am I supposed to make of this information? Or is this sarcasm? Genuinely not sure. Just don't like non-BB ASMR in your BB streams. Okay. Keep them separate. Separate streams. Understood. Dogs are doing a good job of keeping that necromancer's cowl in good shape. This guy's got headhunter, so definitely not going to attack him with him. Whip that guy down. Whipped him. Cool. And we got the necromancer's cowl. Dark cowl, I guess it's called. I couldn't think of the name. So we will go ahead and improve the headgear on Bijante with a dark cowl. Looks far more sinister than he did with the straw hat. Easy 40 armor indeed. So we got this decayed coat of plates, which I could keep around as a backup forge armor. Actually, I think that's pretty legit to do, so I will. One of our axe trash bros has leveled up to 11. We'll just skip the one in melee attack here. I think that's fine. And perk choices here. How come repairing? I have explained it previously. I should probably have an exclamation mark for that. I don't mind you asking. But basically there's kind of two reasons. One, there's like 3 or 4 reasons. One, it elongates that kind of early middle game period where you get the most value out of it, which is where I find the game to be the most fun. Realistically, this part of Battle Brothers that I'm at right now, where people are level 11, it's not that interesting. Like, it's kind of fun to go through the motions, but I'm like way overpowered, right? But when you're like, you know, level 2 and 3, and you fight your first set of orcs that ambush your caravan, and you repair the weapons and you sell them for a bunch of money, you know, that's the part that elongates. Another reason is I find it tedious to do for purposes of doing it on stream. Another reason is when I was a new player, I didn't know that that was even possible. Granted, I understand that when you hover over an item, there is a button that says Alt and right click, set item to be repaired, that I just missed. And to me it seemed non-intuitive, and one of my goals with this series of runs is for a sequential victory in every single origin with no cheese, with gameplay that looks totally achievable to a completely new player. And so when I was a new player, I didn't understand repairing items, so it's just kind of an unfun, it also just kind of doesn't make sense, it's like tedious, I just don't like it. Yeah, I think I know what mod you're talking about. And even though it solves the issue of manual repair clicking, it doesn't properly solve for doing it optimally based on where you can buy tools or things like that. So you still kind of have to like manage it if you're going to use it right. And to me, that's also not that interesting. And I also want my run to look and play extremely vanilla. So, other than the series of quality of life mods, for example, you know, buttons to quick hands swap weapons, I don't have anything that isn't fully achievable with just the vanilla base game, with all the DLCs, but yeah. Well, I think, you know, it's just the way I like to play the game. I don't know. But you're welcome. Alright, I think I'll grab Fearsome here on this guy. I don't know. I guess I could make it something else. Considering I'm basically like ready to fight Monolith anytime. Most of the other perks are fairly low value. I mean, I could do Fort Mind, and actually that would be fine. It'd be fine on basically everyone, but either Fort Mind or Fearsome. Let's do Fort Mind, actually. Screw it. So yeah, we are way ahead of schedule as far as being ready to fight Monolith by day 150. I will probably just simply do it early. We're waiting on our library reward event to just happen. And we might do Goblin City, but then we're basically ready. If you are someone who is tuning in here now suddenly and you're looking at my builds and what I'm doing and thinking like, this seems weird. Why is he like attacking a back wiederganger intentionally to miss? With slings? Does he know slings suck? Who is this streamer? Is he an idiot? First of all, yes, maybe. However, there's a primer on the build and its explanation in the very first video of the series on YouTube, but basically we're doing this Nomad Sling to build up fast adaptation stacks so that our first attack, even with a totally trash bro, can connect. How many non-tank Battleforge bros do you think is enough to beat Monolith reliably? I think that depends so much on how good the rest of your squad is. Like, I can't even really give a number because it's so dependent on the whole squad. I mean, Forge is really good against Ancient Dead, just in general. So, from that perspective, like, you want more of them. The more, the merrier. But you could probably, I mean, you could do it with probably none. You could do it with a full Nimble team. They'd have to be really good. But it would be possible. I realize that is another candidate for Slurgy's incredibly unhelpful answers to questions, but it's kind of hard to just answer in a vacuum. Yeah. Well, it's a, you know, it's a hard one to answer. And give a good answer. Oh, sniped it. Too much Dota when I say ho ho before sniped it. How come we're using goblin skewers? Also explained in the primer video. But to give a short answer, it is kind of a way of, with Peasant Militia, we have a lot of bros, and we want to use polearms for tactical flexibility, and especially given the number that are taking flail mastery, and there's no flail reach weapon, the goblin skewers are a nice ability for, with no mastery, to have a 5 AP reach weapon just for tactical flexibility. It's not like the damage is bad. Like, they do okay. Okay, and I think we'll probably, in this trip out in the wilderness, probably end up taking the final card upgrade. I guess I don't really need to. I'll probably just do obnoxious inventory swapping. There's probably something better I can do with the... I don't think it'll pay off, I guess. I don't think I'll get 20 crowns, 20,000 crowns worth of stuff out of the next card upgrade. Yeah, okay. It's also, you know what's funny is in that video, I also explain like a whole potential hiring / firing strategy for the beginning if I have, you know, certain contracts offered to me, and that ends up being completely irrelevant. I talk about it for like 10 minutes, and it was completely irrelevant to the run, which I think is sort of funny, because I was given just delivery quests. Ooh, we've got a couple champions here. Cute. Let's fight them. We'll pull out the kite shields. I don't think anyone's armor got scuffed up too much. Little turds did a little. Let's see what these named items are. It looks like a skewer here, and I don't see the other one. Yeah, that's the only champion I can see right now. Here's the other one. We don't know what his named item is, though. So we'll move the kite shields first, and we'll have the rest of the squad follow up. Oh, okay, he's got a named sword. One thing about fighting goblins is you do end up taking chip damage on a lot of different bros. That's kind of just the way it is. not see that one. Oh, there's a... That's a cypress. I thought that was just more palisade. Nice shot, Jan. But yeah, for the actual Monolith fight that I do later, the goblin skewers will not be useful in that fight, so I will probably just swap them out. The 5 AP tactical flexibility is still kind of relevant, but it's not as relevant as the damage from a different range weapon. That champion is fleeing. A coward. Dare. I want that named weapon. Give me your skewer. That's right. Release the hounds. There we go. And I like when you've got Bounty Hunter. It's a very quiet sound, but if you listen closely when you take out a champion, there's a little ching, tiny little money jingle. You'll love to hear it. Get him, Doge. Run him down. I'll take out this Overseer. I don't see why not. Alright. And as for the named items, we've got Assassin's Windblade, which at first glance looks a little underwhelming. Still a decent backup weapon for a thrower. The other thing is that because it only has a fatigue penalty of 2 for equipping it, I can throw it on one of my tanks. They've currently got regular goblin spears on, which have a 3 fatigue penalty. So I guess I can equip this. Having damage ignores armor is really good, but truly for the, you know, Cruel Falchion, for the goblin named weapon to be good and usable, it kind of has to roll damage, and probably has to roll damage and damage ignores armor to really be good. I have found some that are really good and have used them and have been very happy with them, but this one's not one of them. And this one, ooh, is secretly really good. That's a really nice damage roll. 62 to 87. And then chance to hit head, given the headhunter bros that I've got with flail mastery, I kind of actually love that. So that's pretty good. Yeah. That is definitely a Craigasm. Worthy of the emote. So we'll go and put the Assassin's Windblade on Bajante to go with his goblin killing shield. Actually, I think I might swap these two. This guy seems to need the range defense more when the situation calls for it. And then The Vile Pricker. Oh my god, I didn't even realize what a great name that is. We'll put that on someone. Maybe Geralt, considering he's a brute. And can prime our Zerg chain nicely. Ralph is leveled. +3s, hell yeah. And I think I've had to make this decision several times, and I probably have not made the same choice each time, and I think that's fine, but between 3 hit points and 4 resolve, could go either way. I guess I'll grab the resolve. And definitely we'll just grab Forge. He still doesn't have Mastery. Kind of makes him a little bit of a pain to use until that's in place, given the low fatigue, but it's fine. With the way we're playing, most of the enemies come to us. And so we've got some tools needs, as expected. Oh, and another. Did I just neglect this level up? Why would I do that? And we got one of our sort of pure throwers here, where we can either grab bags and belts or killing frenzy here. Kind of like the tactical flexibility of bags. Give him a net and a fire pot. Seems good. Okay. And so we'll discover a little more wilderness. I guess, actually, so I say that. So I need tools. I could stop by Wolkenberg here. I also need a hammer to go with this great reach weapon hammer that made us take hammer mastery for G-Free. We can grab a proper hammer, two-handed hammer, and give it to him. Seems like a good idea. I'm getting groomed right now. Thank you, Mango. So yeah, let's stop by Wolkenberg. We'll stop by the weaponsmith and see if they're selling a hammer, and we can stock up on some tools. See if they've got some named weapons. The next run that I will do is the next on the list, which I was just taking a look at because I was curious, since this one is in the bag, basically, is Poachers, which is a fun origin, but still pretty vanilla. We don't get into some of the crazy stuff until a little further down the list. Thanks, Mango. You did a good job cleaning me. I was very dirty. Your favorite origin by far. Interesting. Why is that? Just the extra speed. Gotta go fast. You like seeing what's in enemy camps so you don't have to guess when you're assessing whether to take a fight? Could you purposely target enemies behind natural cover to reduce the chances of your fast attack? Ah, yes. Right, so did I screw that up? I possibly may have. Yeah, the idea is you attack an enemy that's covered by its allies. If I attacked this cypress or these graves, that was in error. It's probably spending more time and mental energy talking rather than doing. Isn't that right, Mango? But yeah, you'll lose fast adaptation stacks if you hit, with air quotes, hit one of the obstacles, I guess. There's probably a better word for them than that. Yeah, extra speed plus seeing enemy. Actually, so OP. Well, it's OP if you are unafraid to run. Excuse me, it's OP if you are afraid to run from combats, whereas I'm a coward and I'm happy to run from combats that I enter and see I can't fight. It's a tough thing to convince yourself that it's okay to do. Not that I haven't screwed that up. Let Hollow Bones, in this particular run, be a quintessential example of such hubris. But that was partially a result of a misassessment in what I saw in the turn order, thinking it was a Necromancer instead of it being Geists. And I got really screwed by a pitchfork enemy and how it moved in the AI. We'll get up here and take out these Geists. Yeah, hitting obstacles uses the stacks up. Oh, I understand. I thought you were asking the question like the other way around. Yeah, no, you can't, you don't want to hit the obstacles. Hitting the obstacles is bad. Blast him. Good dog. When I first started playing this game, my dog Susie had to learn that the sounds of the dogs in-game were not real and that there's no reason to panic. Because she would hear especially that little growl when you put him down. Boy, she would react to that. She'd be like, what was that? There's a dog. I hear it. She eventually learned to filter out that sound. It's very cute. She's a good girl. I know, and yeah, animals being hurt too is always sad. Just is. Split man, split ghost. An awful lot of fresh necromans, fresh zombies, wiedergangers, placed down on the battlefield. Suddenly, they're basically a dog. Don't hurt my dog. 3 left are those right over there by the necromancer. The only 4 left are the 3 by the necromancer and the 1 at the bottom. The only 3 left are the ones by the necromancer. Took his head clean off. Muted the mic in time. Too early, really. It was a delayed sneeze. Alright. Easy little fight. Our banner leveled up. The final level on the banner. So, what'll it be? You know, I think in this case, so I'm not gonna get enough use out of bags and belts. He's not hitting things often enough, like frequently enough for Fearsome to be really that good. It's okay, right? It'd be fine. I'm almost leaning towards, given of all my Forge bros, which a Forge banner is not typically something I'd recommend, let the record officially state, I might actually take a perk that the Battle Brothers community loves and I, generally speaking, don't advocate for. But that's Steel Brow. And actually, what I think I also might do, again because of the low hit points, give him the armor with additional fur padding. Brawny means 3 rally in a row, or 2 rally plus smoke pot. Brawny would help with the rallies, right? So, yeah, I mean, probably closer to 2 in a row, right? Because he'd end up at something like 35 fatigue is what he'd need. I think I'm fine with this. Like, he honestly doesn't really... I mostly have him here to hold the standard and to move into dangerous places and attack stuff. If you kill the enemies and you go into combats with Euphoric, you know, it's so unlikely for you to need to rally, even in those fights against Necromancers. I think it's fine. I'm kind of a resolve stan generally, so I value the confident status so highly that I pump resolve and thus don't really toot the horn too often. Alright, so we got Warehouse burnt down. That will be bad from the perspective of finding an item to buy, the hammer specifically. It will make us, and it'll also make it bad from the perspective of buying tools. It'll make it a good sale price for us, which I guess is fine. Alright, dogfighting. I don't want to do the dogfight. No need. I don't care about gaining a little bit of crowns. Steel Brow seems fair. Yeah. Yeah. None of the perks that I was gonna pick there were gonna be meaningful. Steel Brow, I certainly don't anticipate being relevant much, if at all. And I don't think I need any backup armors, more than the ones I've already got just equipped. The team is essentially all in their final form. Yeah, Steel Brow is good against the Orc Flail bonking. There's other use cases for it, but obviously not a ton. Okay, nothing here I want to buy, so I guess that's kind of unfortunate, but we did get some tools. There were more here for sale than I initially kind of suspected there might be. Buy a little bit of food, because I'm just gonna go right back into the wilds. We'll go somewhere up here. We'll traipse through this area. If I fight a couple more goblin camps, that probably will unlock Goblin City, which I guess the team is okay against. The team is not particularly well suited for Goblin City, if we're being honest. It'd be fine. Oh, humans. Briggies. Alright, and will they leave their stoop? I wonder. We'll run these guys forward and see how they react. We'll wait on everyone else, and then probably just move forward. Yeah, they're convinced they have ranged advantage, and they're kind of right. Oh, oops. Not exactly the hex I wanted to go to on that guy. There we go. Throwers. Absolute damage nozzles. Kind of hoping I would whip that guy in the head and take him out. A bit optimistic, but I was hopeful. The named Skewer had a nice little attack there. That was a fun one to take for a spin. I don't know if you can hear my dog Mango. Like I said, he's not sure what to do with himself. Oh, no, I didn't want to go there. Oops. I ruined this guy's turn. Only 3 little briggies left. That one's trying to run. Can't say I blame him. I would run. Here we go. Got him. Got him with a sling. See if the dogs can chase down this raider. Is it necessary? No. But do I want him dead anyway? Yeah. It should be enough to completely envelop him. It's actually far more than enough with the blocked hexes. And we'll just allow the dogs the enemy. I'm gonna make sure the air conditioning is running because it is hot as heck outside. Wowdy dowdy. Oh yeah, it's real. It is warm. Alright, and you know, that brigand leader had a noble sword. It is an option instead of the Shamshir to go with the noble sword. They are practically identical. But I kind of like the way the noble sword looks. Shamshir is nice too, but anyway, we will continue our journey. We could maybe go pick on some of the goblins that are up in here. Seems like not a bad idea. We'll peek up on this mountain and see what camps we see. A shelter between ruins. That's either spawning undead or orcs. Or excuse me, undead or goblins. Guessing it'll be undead, but could be either. You're a Shamshir enjoyer yourself? Yeah. They're both nice. I do like a good curved sword, generally speaking. I just feel like the Shamshir itself looks a little too thin. Like it looks fragile, whereas the noble sword has that like bright red hilt that I think looks nice. So from a pure Fashion Bros perspective, that's why I'm Team Noble Sword, but I would never fault someone for enjoying the Shamshir. How do I deal with the RNG when trying to actually find the Monolith location? Has that been a problem for you in your runs? So, kind of. It has been a problem. I think this will be a nice moment to pull up. Let's see. Oh, I can't do it easily with this running. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the spawn rules for Black Monolith. Black Monolith has a comically limited ability to spawn very far from civilization. If you were to make rings around each city, you would find that, you know, those rings would be pretty large and that Monolith can't spawn, you know, at those locations. Anyway. So Monolith being very far from civilization, and then having an always being at the base of a mountain, and always having a spotting radius that is equal to your sight radius, make it so that as long as you're very thorough in combing the areas that are furthest from civilization, you can always reliably find it. At least I have been able to since learning the sort of logic behind the spawning rules. But there was one run, actually it's in this series, where I couldn't find it, or I struggled to find it. And I took a couple zoomed out screenshots, literally measured the map, and then found the possible areas where Monolith could be. Some serious sweaty tryhard action going on. And highlighted those on a map, and then sort of illustrated that would be my plan for how to find the final Monolith location. So it has been a problem, but it has not been an insurmountable one. That does end up having to be part of my consideration for the 150-day limit, which is, you know, one of the reasons why it is as lenient as it is to account for things like being, you know, struggling to find the actual Monolith location. Because I fully acknowledge that, like, there are certain seeds where, you know, that could be a problem. And also just, like, depending on my pattern, right, my scouting pattern for how I traipse into the wilderness. Yeah, well, I mean, 150 days is still, like, that's a good, like, I said it because it's, I don't know. If it takes you 150 days, you shouldn't feel bad, I guess. That's all I'm saying. Hey, slug. Yeah, and I mean, it kind of depends on, too, what you're seeking to achieve. You know, I like playing the game for the kind of consistency. Like, that to me is the epitome of achievement. I think that's the most interesting way to play the game. And so, you know, I play with sort of different constraints. Slug, long time no see. How's it going? How's life and times and stuff and things? Boy, have we used a lot in this fight. How close are we to mono? I mean, we are essentially ready anytime. We are waiting for our library reward to just come waltzing up to us in a random event. We are also waiting for potentially taking out Goblin City Again, kind of just for fun. But, you know, maybe get a few more consumables. The team doesn't really need them. We are basically ready. Oh, I think they were unable to respawn there. Okay, used a lot of ammo, that's for sure. Oh, Mango. Hey. Oh, okay, yeah, you can have that. You can have that. One of his toys was wrapped up in some of my cords. You have spotted correctly. It certainly is. It certainly is. We don't... And his counterpart... You know, we're cooking. This has been knowing the power of Peasant Militia and the power of being able to field 16 bros. I took some opportunities to do a little, you know, a little cooking, a little brewing, a little experimenting. So this guy's at 47% nimble, which is actually pretty respectable. But, you know, notably, like, the first few percentage that you lose on nimble are a bigger deal maybe than it initially seems. Going from 40 to 50 is, you know, going from 200% of your hit point total to 250% of your hit point total. Mango, what? And you know, this guy 57 is pretty bad, but we just took Steel Brow. Yeah, though we had a near team wipe on day 10 that was horrifying. And we have obviously way overcome that at this point in the run. Ooh. Zugtalker Ear Ripper and a Shaman. It's just about nighttime. I guess I could wait for nighttime. Go. And let's see, are all my armors more or less in good fighting order? Looks like, other than this one, they are. Yeah, Ear Ripper won't be ripping any ears here though. You don't like the sound of that? Hey. Oh, and I should have switched to... I gotta be better about this. I should have switched to the kite shield. Again, you know, realistically, this fight, not a scary fight. There's a few enough of them that it doesn't matter. But, you know. Mango, Clyde, chill. There we go. Finally got that guy. Oops. Swap there before I wanted to. There we go. My dog Mango has now nestled himself under my feet. Where he will be much happier. The shaman got the successful melee attack on me. He got me with his little ceremonial club. He got out. I sort of expect trying to break free to just fail. Consider me cynical if you'd like, but that's just what I always expect. Additional fur padding doesn't prevent you from getting punctured. Oh, wow. 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 Suddenly, they're all fleeing. We're definitely gonna chase him down because there's a champion still alive. The Ear Ripper himself. The goblin, the myth, the legend. And give him a little gauntlet to run through as he tries to flee. Good luck. He couldn't do it. Alright, and we got, you know, a bow. There you go. From the perspective of this totally complete, utter jank build, if ammo were no concern, the named reinforced boondock bow, the goblin bow, is lighter than the war bow. So if you really want to miss your attacks to build fast adaptation stacks, this is the way to go. Now in this particular example, it has additional chance to hit, which is bad. We want to miss. So I will not be equipping this. But it would be a tiny bit of extra fatigue to work with. Just saying. Is lighter than the Nomad Sling as well. Mango, what are you doing back there? Alright, Bijante got his final level here. And given this absolutely cursed build, okay, he's laying ominously close to the power cords. Given this cursed build, and this one, unlike Malik, who I'm going to send, you know, off to the far edges of my formation for both Black Monolith and you know, and other fights that I find along the way. Bijante will not be doing that, I don't think. So I could give him 9 lives which would be fine. Not even going to bother with recover, I don't think. He doesn't even really have enough fatigue. It like won't matter. Could be forge. It would be okay. Oh yeah, dude. This is some jank cook, whatever you want to call it. We'll take 9. Why not? Let's keep the jank rolling. Could even potentially be a recipient of one of the jugs. So I mentioned, you know, giving one of the jugs to Jamal so that we could take both Zerk and Frenzy here. Could assign one of the other jugs to Bajante, where we could still give him Lone Wolf. And then in the Monolith fight, I could take Malik and Bajante and sort of fan them out on the top side to try to kind of equally grab smaller groups of Ancient Dead that are maybe more manageable. I don't know. It might be hard to sort of selectively get just as much as we want. But yeah, Bajante is certainly the most eccentric build here. Oh my goodness! Camus and Brassus, alongside many Ancient Honor Guards. Interesting. What did he get? Pierced leg muscles. Okay. The tanks won't do us too much good in this fight. So I might... Rumold will probably end up just not... He's going to be serving as a backup. I'm not even going to worry about him. Malik I want to level up. Bajante's already hit 11, so I'll probably swap seize him out. And we'll put Ruthard in. We'll just swap his armor with one that's not all borked up. We'll make sure we've got throwing weapons that are suitable for this particular engagement. Should be a fun little fight. 2 champions. We've got 2 very obvious named items because they are so very shiny. We got a Crypt Cleaver, and then we've got a Khopesh. Very nice. Now, given we don't have Pathfinder, we will be backing up 1 hex on this front line so that we can still get our fast adaptation a-rolling. That Khopesh is comically shiny compared to the way the rest of them are all outfitted. No, we're supposed to miss. There we go. That's the missing I want to see. Things you don't expect to hear a Battle Brothers player say. Yeah, that's true. I should not, you know, I don't want to yuck his yum. He's got to keep that Khopesh nice and shiny, apparently. So go ahead and crack one of these open. Now, what was the point of getting all these fast adaptation stacks if we can't hit a 92%? Come on, Jeffrey. Don't make my strategy look bad. It's rude. Okay, I might be able to just completely take him out. You hear that little chink 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 sound? A little bit of a tiny money sound when you kill him, and it's very satisfying when you've got the bounty hunter. They didn't even get a single attack. Let's take a look at our new fancy weapons. Not fancy at all. That's a pretty bad cleaver. We don't care about that. Effectiveness against armor and max fatigue. Whatever. Moving on. The big cleaver. A nice damage roll. Minus fatigue. Or minus like max fatigue, which is nice, but it's not comparable to our Barbarian Madman Cleaver. It is lower in basically every single way. So these are unfortunately pretty useless to us, but you know, they're shiny and that's fun. But I'm just gonna sell them, because we don't have a use for them on the team as is, and we're not training up bros to make use of new weapons like this at this point in the run. First veteran level, Havard, congrats. What a Chad. Havard has been really good. I don't know who Vras Ushtar was, but good on him. And then Janold, take out the lore keeper. We got some legends here. We are low on ammo. Fielding this many throwers does hurt in the ammo department. All right, this is a nice, nice orc fight here. Definitely gonna bring Bajante back out. Thinking of who I cycle out, and the answer is nobody. Ruthard's not particularly special. None of the throwers really are either. This might be an opportunity. This is going to be a big fight. So on Ralph and Eberect, let's go ahead and drink these potions of knowledge before this fight. Plethora of Orc Young. We're definitely going to want to get some indoms rolling on the tanks so that they can absorb some charges. I don't know if we'll send Malik off to do lone wolfy things. Probably not. I think it's fine to have him kind of in line. And another quick scan through the armors. See, I have a few that are just a bit damaged. This one translates to melee defense, so I might leave Havard's as is. Okay, this will be a nice big pack of orcs. The many berserkers are going to be the ones that we're definitely going to want to control and destroy before they can cause any problems. But once the berserkers are dealt with, I think we'll be in good shape. This will be a good fight for fire pods probably as well. So I think I've got a couple. It's about as good a fight as we're gonna get for fire pods. And I'm not gonna bother with the reinforced nets here. I'm gonna save those for Monolith to use on Necrosavants. Alright, Korash Tomb. Let's do it. And this will probably be the fight that we use all our ammo in. And so, after this fight, we will probably need to return to civilization, simply for ammo. And so I think we're gonna do the old scoot and shoot. Attack with a sling, back up 2. That's right. The sling, infinite ammo. Jamley, you were supposed to miss. Didn't you get the memo? Havard! The memo! See, Geralt gets it. Gerhard gets it. This is a lot of orcs, isn't it? Anyone else notice that this is a lot? Alright, so there's our warlord. I like it when they move over to the side. That's always much, much better. Alright, so to absorb charges, we're going to go ahead and set both of these here and indom. Okay, no charges onto the tanks, even though they were ready. Okay, so the big things we really need to take out are the berserkers, and in particular the berserkers with the big chonky weapons. So I'm going to wait on all the throwers because it's possible I might want to kind of reposition them. Do I move Havard forward? Certainly I can move Jiffrey, Ralph, and Halston forward. Havard, though, maybe not. We'll see. How about Geralt? Can we move him forward? Maybe. But let's back him up at the start. Got one FA stack here. This is also a fairly dangerous place. So we're gonna make that Berserker earn it if he wants it. Alright, Halston can move forward. Wait on the tanks. See what we want to do on them. Ralph can certainly move forward. Jiffrey cleared to move. And I think Blackbeard and Havard in these two hexes is probably fine, actually. It's all young there, so... That's right, run, you coward. Janold, Slayer of the Lorekeeper. Bringing some pain. Let's see, this guy doesn't have a great shot. I think actually what I might do is just back him up. Havard is got Killing Frenzy up. You'll love to see it. So if I indom and move here, is that safe? I think so. Same kind of deal here. Indom and move up. Be in melee with that Berserker. He might rally him, but that's fine. We've got a big helmet on. Oh. Never mind. I should have paid attention to his fatigue. That's actually just fine too. I'm okay sort of letting him work the long way around on the top side. We'll see. I mean, the way these moved, I might just sort of keep retreating around the edges. You know, it kind of depends on where this Warlord goes, so I'll hold off on the top side till I see where he decides to move. This guy I can go ahead and... Actually, let's go ahead and get a Berserk rolling on Aberrant. What's his ammo situation? Just one more shot. So we could reload and then throw a fire pot. That's a little bit weak for a turn. I guess I don't hate it. again, I'm going to wait and see where that warlord goes. Noble sword. Pretty ding-dang good against enemies that aren't wearing any armor. So the question is, do I even want this berserker to die? Because the answer is kind of no. I guess it doesn't matter. If this guy gets an attack, everyone will be fine. So. Now we'll have to charge anyway. Alright, so Warlord going right in there on the tank. Tank is confident, so that's good, just in case he screams. And we've got the banner there nearby, so that's nice. Go and just man-splitter the orc there. And let's see, I could have Little Turd go up, attack, and then go back down to finish off this orc young. Just in case, I'm going to try to use a bit less fatigue. We won't have quite enough for a rally next turn, but we still could end up net positive in fatigue. So I'm going to attack and retreat 2 hexes on all these guys on top. This one. Could try disarm here. A very rare play. I think I'll just whip that guy. Yeah, rip rally indeed. I don't think we'll need it. Okay, how much ammo you got? Just the one. Peasant, I hope you're ready to like hit things. Hope you've been practicing your accuracy, because you've got some fleers. Probably need to, oh, let's see, I get 2 attacks. Yeah. Let's see, I'll wait with this guy. That hex might get freed up. And do I want to move up and attack this berserker with the chain? Yes. Hit him in the head, got headhunter. Okay. Take out the young. 1 hit. You love to see it. Yeah, I should probably hit this berserker. I don't know, he's got a cleaver. I guess I don't care. Maybe I'd just rather hit this young. Let the thrower pull out a throwing weapon if I can kill him or get him to flee. Yeah, I think that's better. Very nice. Let's wait with him and see what I want to do with him. Same deal here. Same deal there. Not exactly the way I wanted to hit him, but I guess it's fine. So Jamal, I could move forward, or I could just go here, put a dog down, and do some good work. I see a line with Malik that I'm not sure I like, but I'm gonna do it. I liked it. Turns out. We can move the banner here and just attack this Orc Young. Orcs simply cannot resist attacking the banner if given the opportunity. It's true of a lot of enemies in this game. Alright, so these are scary weapons, primed and ready to attack me. I'd like to get in melee range of some of these enemies that are fleeing. I guess a dog can do it partially. It's not where I wanted that dog to go. This guy's Headhunter, currently active. Not the best use of it, but he is fine. Let's see. Okay, making sure I have javelins for 2 throws there. Okay. Big morale swing, but I think it's already a little bit irrelevant. Well, someone did die when he swung. Or something. I shouldn't give orcs the credit and call them someone. They are something. A force of nature. And the warlord is fleeing. Just like that. Okay, that was a very clean Sea of Tents fight. It was a lot of young, which, you know, does make it a bit easier than when it's, you know, plethora of warriors. I don't even know if that's possible. That would be a lot of warriors. Let them take themselves out on the weapons. If I had the scavenger, this could result in a nice bolus of tools, but alas, I do not. Run him down. Orcs don't like running. Well, they like running, but they're never committed to it. They do it a little bit and they're like, but maybe I should go back and fight. They get a little wiggly. So even when they're set to run, sometimes they'll charge right back in, like fools. Boom. The ultimate tool savings would be to let dogs finish them all off, because their teeth are apparently permanently sharp no matter how much armor they bite through. Incredible. We'll let them finish themselves off on all my weapons. There it goes. All right. Honestly, a pretty clean fight. Yeah. No named items. 50 tools? Tons of experience, though. Okay. Tons of tools. I guess I forgot that we're still kind of out of ammo. So I suppose that means I should return to civilization and get some of that ammo. And Ralph, making good use of that potion of oblivion, gained a lot of XP that battle. So I'll need to figure out weapon masteries for the other two, as previously mentioned. Oh, and I'll get rid of bad. He's not bad. So I've got one fatigue neutral with, let's see, where is he? Jeffrey's hammer. We got a mace. Really could be anything. Still don't have to decide quite yet. I can still put it off for a little bit longer. Oh yeah. Hey, Gibio. Yeah, we're pretty geared. We are in good shape. The team is basically ready for Monolith anytime. We're just getting to level 11 on everyone, and might take out Goblin City. We're waiting on some mysterious person to come by and want to buy this random black book that we found in the basement of a desert library. Serious looking crosses? Crosses? Cross-eyes? Crossbows? Crossbows? Yeah. Well, they start with the crossbow out. None of them have crossbow mastery. They are all throwers who just have the crossbow as a tool to get the fight started, to get the party started. So yeah, I'm going to delay this decision. I'm going to delay it by taking student. He is the one that needs to catch up the most in levels, so sure. We got one of our trash adapter bros leveling up. And do I take hit points or resolve? I think I'll take resolve. And so the 2 perks I'm looking at here to finish him off are 9 lives and backstabber. Potentially could be 9 lives and frenzy. He's got okay melee skill with the Zerk chain and fast adaptation. So we'll grab 9 lives. Definitely want to keep him alive. So how have I been liking the theoretical build? You know, it's kind of turned out to work. But did it work because it was good? Or did it work because I'm Peasant Militia and I've got 16 bros? You know? Oh, good lord. You absolutely, there's no need to apologize. No need to, no one should ever, you know, I don't know. I do this just for funsies. And let's see, what do I want to get here? Probably will be Zerk Frenzy on this guy. Could just grab bags now, before that, for more tactical flexibility. We'll grab Berserk. So we've got to return to civilization for ammo. So to get there, maybe I'll go to Walled Walked because I could use to revisit a kennel after some of our losses in the library. The ammo situation is dire. Okay, the grotesque tree. So let's make sure we have room. Let's see. We've got a little spot for. Let's see what this is. We'll take just a little. And we gain the water skin. This can allow us to remove any injuries on a bro. Right now we only have 1 bro with a permanent injury. And where is he? It's one of the throwers, yeah. Geralt, the drunken rat catcher thrower who's got a missing finger. So we could give it to him. That's pretty low value because this is a pretty low impact injury. So we're gonna hold off. But that was a pleasant surprise to find that. We could take this fight against these orc here. Yeah. You know what? Even better. Instead of chasing him here, And we do have the potions of knowledge too, so I kind of don't want to totally throw those away on a nothing burger fight. Let's just go here. Oh, goblins! And a named spear. Unexpected, but always welcome. So let's move the tanks forward. That's a weird group of enemies. 2 named weapons. A skewer, or jagged pike rather. Jagged pike and a spear. So we'll let them attack the tanks and then we'll move forward behind it. Excuse me, you're supposed to attack the tanks. Don't attack my guys. Not having Pathfinder is making some of these attack options not so great. And I suppose, you know, Havard's armor's pretty scuffed. There's not really enough of a threat in any of these goblins to really hurt him, but you know, it's at least something to be aware of. So far, I've basically not even hit them. There we go. There's a hit. Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Just had to get warmed up, apparently. I want to make sure this guy doesn't flee, so let's get in melee range with him. Not that, as a goblin, I couldn't do that. Do a little fancy footwork. I want both of those named weapons. And I want the champion bounty as well. Alright, so that one in the back is fleeing. just a little bit more difficult for him to run away. Still managing to do it anyway. There we go. There's that one. Fallen. No, no, no. I want that skewer. Give me your fancy skewer and give me the bounty that is placed on your head. Rotox Gut Stabber. Yes, pin him down. Got him. Okay. Stab, stab. Whip him. There we go. Unexpected goblin camp. Ooh, with a very nice and a weirdly light helmet. 13 fatigue. At 316 durability, you love to see it. This actually will be quite good for the team. We're needing another named forge helmet, and we've got one. Quite good. This is actually a pretty nice spear to have on one of the tanks. So we'll take it. Got a very minimal fatigue penalty, which is nice. And a weirdly like god tier goblin skewer? Question mark? Okay. Great. So we press this button and just hit leave? Can't fool me. We'll exchange our Quivers for Named Items program. How about that? This run is blessed. This run is indeed blessed. I mean, we were cursed early on in the tragedy at Hollow Bones. However, we have since moved on and recovered and are stronger than ever. We'll go ahead and put this Assassin's Staff on somebody. I suppose it can kind of be anyone. Let's give it to Blackbeard. He's good. And then this Goblin Skirmisher's Defender can replace just a simple Goblin Skewer on Malik. Now, if we needed him to, he can do 2 thrusts. So that's kind of nice. And then this helmet, where do we want to put this? It's very light. It is wonderfully light. So maybe we put this on the Forged Banner, even though we took Steel Brow, and I sort of took it partially because of not great helmet and low hit points. We've mitigated one of those slightly. It'll still be good. I mean, it'll still be fine. It'll probably still be irrelevant, actually, but that's fine. Of all the perks to be irrelevant, Brow is the one you would choose. And we'll head to Waldwacht as previously planned. Just gonna ignore that. That is a simple and easy enough fight. I'll just head to Waldwacht. So I'll sell some super cheap stuff, just like a single line, and we will buy all of the ammo they've got and still somehow need some. He's being a little turd. Alright, and we are definitely going to buy these Warhounds. Probably the War Dogs as well. Replenish as much as we can. I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought, as far as, well then. Buy a couple more Warhounds to maybe eventually put in some thicker armor from the Unhold, crafted from an Unhold, if it becomes an option. A great battle. We participated in a couple, or excuse me, one great battle, and it was kind of a dud, for being honest. Assist in their army against House Steinwall. Let's make sure that's one we want to fight. It is. I mean, we probably could. First things first, I want to go to Campenborg and sell stuff. And then probably just fully stock up on tools and ammo and other supplies. Can also be a chance to check out their armorer and weaponsmith. We do need a regular two-handed hammer, and one is here. There is a Sallet here for sale. We'll probably pick one of those up as well. So we'll grab the Sallet. We'll grab a leather neck guard. We will grab a hammer. Fix this injury. Training hall. Sure. We'll do this on the level 9 bros. Okay, first things first, let's do something with this gear. So we'll go ahead and put a Sallet in place of a nasal helmet. And what was the other thing I bought? Bought a leather neck guard. Where is that? There it is. Which I guess I could put on Sir Magnus's mail shirt for now. I plan on putting something else there. Yeah. Because I've already got at least a minimal attachment everywhere. So the two things I want to get attachments for are the leather tunic and Sir Magnus's mail shirt. Certainly the leather tunic I want to have the hyena pelt attachment. This one, I guess I'm fine with anything, but so it could either be hyena pelt or direwolf pelt. Either one is probably fine. Slight preference for a hyena pelt because I've got dodge across most of the squad. We'll go ahead and sell stuff here. Boom, 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 boom. And here as well. I can probably have one backup forge armor helmet right there. Unfortunately, just going to sell some of the other named items that were simply a dud. That we are not interested in. Goodbye, Crypt Cleaver, which still rolled fine, but just, I don't know. For me, to use a two-handed cleaver is a pretty high bar to pass. Why leather tunic? Aha. Oh, that's right, the hammer. I shall explain the tunic. It is a weird thing. Let me just equip this hammer and I shall explain the weirdness. So the tunic. This was a nimble tank that we are doing a little science on. He's nimble. And so right now the nimble penalty is 47%, which the idea is if he lasts long enough rounds to replenish that health, it'll be better than the equivalent 40% kind of nimble set. Yeah, you like the raw damage from Decapitate? I do too. I mean, really I should say, you know, a lot of my squad was too far along in their progression for me to sort of fit in one of those cleavers. We already fit in one. We've got the Barbarian Madman's cleaver, which is excellent. This one's worth using. So, this nimble setup is also cheaper on their progress. Right! And the nice thing about the helmet and armor of the Idjarok is after battle you fully heal, so your tank is always full health. You can always count on both of them. Kind of cool, I guess? I don't know. We've got some weird stuff going on in this run, this particular one. We're doing a little bit of, you know, experimentation is kind of what's going on. We'll go ahead and sell this stuff. We have so much money. Let's get a little masterfully cured rations. Just the one. And a little beer. The team's earned it. So maybe I'll take that contract at Waldwacht to fight in a great battle. What I would like are some Zweihander helmets. That's what I'd like. At least a couple. Get one to pair with this. Get some for, you know, that I could pair with something that I put on this padded leather. One to go with this. You know, there's a few spots on the squad for Zweihander's helmets, and I'd love to have some. And so fighting pitched battles because of a contract is a great way to do it. But I think this is actually a nice place for me to call it for the evening. Gotta get the pups to bed. Alright, we got Brenly, who's also playing Peasant Militia. So to all of you, wherever you are in the world, whether it is day or night, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta.